Oh yeah, look at those stats. That is what we get for moving all the dirt for him. Now, it's worth noting that this here doesn't exist. This is a figment of your imagination. We are all in a collective delusion about this pile of dirt. This shouldn't be here. In all honesty, guys, it shouldn't be. But it is, so I'm just gonna kind of close my eyes and scream la la la. Now, I should have shown parts in between, but it just wasn't worth the while. So here we have something that would be what's the word I'm looking for? You wouldn't be able to do this until you had a champion, so he had a rock can't drill through, so we're gonna push him. Now, if you get here with a rookie Digimon, he'll just say, you're not quite strong enough yet, we'll have to train some more. Even if your strength's maxed out, it'll say, you're not strong enough, sorry. So I'm just quickly showing this, because before we go down there, I want to go and train some more. So, you guys won't notice the difference, but what I'm going to try and do is we're going to get our strength at least up to 200. We're going to get our HP up to 2000. And our speed we're going to work on a bit. I don't think we're going to get to the full amount, but I might take it up to 200. Yeah, I'll probably get it up to the 200, which will leave our defense and brains and MP, the only ones that we haven't gotten that high. But he has a fair amount of life left to him. So, we should be pretty safe. I just hope... thinking. See, the issue with speed that makes it actually kind of hard to get up to is not a lot of Digimon in this game will drop the speed chip. I'm sure as you guys realize with the MP chip and the brains chip that we've already gotten, other Digimon will drop chips of the same sort. So if, like, defense, I know a couple that will drop that. Offense, everything drops that. Like, offense is not an issue in this game. Brains gets dropped fairly often, but I don't think many drop speed chips. So we're going to continue on this way. We're actually going to recruit a guy to our city, and then we're going to go and think for a while. Because part of me really does just want to get everything up to digivolving speed. But the other part of me says there's no way in hell we're going to get that done. So here we have Marimon, who's like, oh, the island's falling apart, I have to save it somehow. And so he creates a massive heat wave. And that triggered earthquakes, and it's a lot of fun to deal with, I think. And then he gets angry at you for trying to intervene. Now, I think we should be able to pull this fight off. It won't be the happiest fight we'll ever have, but with our, I forgot we only have Spitfire. Shit. So with our, offensive power, we should be workable. So there's an attack called Mangrove Region, and holy shit, we are fucked. But of course I am stubborn. I know I've done this before. It can be done. It may not be easy, but it can be done. We do have the items for it. We have 3 small recoveries, we have 5 MP floppies, we have a restore if it comes down to it. We can do this. We also have a finisher of Solar Ray, which is your first time seeing this. Nope, not gonna do it. Cool. Which does do a shit ton of damage. Come on, then. There we go. So we do stand a chance. It won't be easy fight by any means, but we do stand a chance. But yeah, so Marimon actually opens up a brand new shop that we haven't seen yet when we get back to the city, so that'll be kind of cool. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get much use out of the shop, but it does exist, which is good. So he's been using a couple attacks here, mainly Mangrove and something called Dynamite Crack, I think. The dynamite kicks when it comes up really close and essentially kills. I'm sorry, there's no name behind that. Luckily they freeze when you get the finisher. If they attack you when you use your finisher, you're screwed. So, that went better than I figured. Awesome. Love when shit goes my way. So you see Marimon drops an offense chip. There we go. Magma Bomb learned. Now we're doing some damage. Are you telling me there's another way? Yes, of course there is. There's always a better way than violence. Unless they're being violent, in which case defend yourself at all cost. Which is how I justify violence. Huzzah! Alright, so there's Marimon back to the city. He dropped an offense chip, so that boosts our offense by 50 points. I want to say 50 points. 50 points sounds right, yeah. So it's kind of worth noting that in the bottom left-hand corner, the face is very happy. That's because Centaurimon is a fire type. So he's happy in this region, or in hot places, or in mines and such, and other dinosaur-y type places. It doesn't make sense with his, he's not a dinosaur, but he's happy with them. So, here's a neat little area. The Marimons talk to us. We have a couple chests that I can't interact with for reasons of why not. There's protection that prevents all status elements in battle, which is useful at times. Not right yet, but it will be. More Demi Marimons, I should talk to them, I guess. Still hot, some Digimon can't handle the heat. Lava's hardened. There's another one in here somewhere, I know it. I know it exists. Here we are. Do you know about Digimon cards? We don't have Digimon cards yet, but we will later, and that'll be a really easy way to make money. Special defense disc. That does something. What does that do? I never use these things, I just sell them. Boost defense power. So if you're getting hit hard, you want to just throw that at your Digimon and not get hit as hard. So now the downside to this area is it's completely silent, except for your footsteps. Which is annoying as hell. So I could have swore there was a offense chip down there too, but guess I was wrong. So now here there's also one last part that I want to show off. Here we have Digimon. Hey, it'll be open soon. He's digging a tunnel. We have to get 46 prosperity points, I want to say, to get him back to the city. But he will join eventually. They all come around eventually. And that's the sound of a USB drive flying across my room. I hope you enjoy that little cadence. So what we're going to go do now is we're going to go collect our meat from Palamon, because I still haven't done that. We're going to talk to a couple people in town. We're going to ignore the figment of your imagination I just ran through. I believe Sunamon has some interesting information for us, as well as Yuramon. And then we'll talk to Digimon, go over the new addition to our city. And then we're going to train up HP, speed, and offense. We're going to get those three to the proper level. And then we're going to go do some more, picking up shit. There was one other Digimon I could have recruited earlier, but I chose not to because it gets kind of, yeah. I don't like threading the needle as much as I'd have to. So here we also have something kind of interesting. We have a new route that's opened. This leads us to Mount Panorama. Mount, not native forest, It's Mount Banana something. Bananarama is always what I called it. No, not Digimon House. It leads us to Mount this. It looks like Bananarama, so that's what I always called it. I probably have the wrong pronunciation, but hey, shit happens. And there'll be Mordecai Bedamon here, and you need to shit. Lovely. Alright, well, first off we're gonna go talk to Sunamon, because I'm a jerk and you can hold it. See, the nice thing about going for Ultimate Digimon, compared to Champions, is Champions are really strict with what they want. Ultimate, not so strict. I'm gonna add 5 care mistakes here. They fix these. Okay, Sunamon is useless still. And this is the restaurant that Marimon opens. They'll sell you food, and the food does cost money, but it raises your stats at the same time. So later on there's a really easy way to get a bunch of stats if you have the cash for it. Which I'll show you a trick so that there should never be a shortage of cash in your pocket. So it's Euramon that has interesting information, and Tanamon might as well. Because I think our prosperity might be high enough now. So Euramon says in Great Canyon, a place we haven't been yet, there's an invisible bridge. Tanamon has no interesting information, as usual. 3 pieces of giant meat. Oh, I forgot to show how much cash we got from that as well. We got a bunch of cash. I'm not going to spend much of it yet, because soon there's going to be more people coming to town. Because as soon as we go up to Mount Bananarama, I think we have like 5 people that'll join our city pretty quick. So we'll just talk to Digimon. Marimon came and said he's the chef of the flames. He's fueled with motivation. Our prosperity is 8. It's far from how it used to work. But hey, we're picking up. We're gaining speed. Marimon gave us 3 points because he's a champion level. So let's just go poke our head in, show yourself around type deal, and then I'll go off cam for a little bit, get our strength up a bit, and our HP and our MP. So it's got all these tables, there's more chairs than we have people. Walking to our restaurant, he's gonna be the manager, and here's, the more expensive it is, the more it'll do. So this 1200 bit will do a whole, or the 3500 will do a whole lot more than the 1200 will. But at the same time, your Digimon has to be hungry. So I'm gonna go off cam. We're gonna get the get our stats up, and then I'll come back on, and we'll get some more people to the town. So I will see you guys in a few. Alright, so I brought the recording back for a minute to show I kinda screwed up. Whoops. Shit happens. Let it go. I'm not perfect. So you see how he's all like dawdling behind, moving slowly, and has that little teardrop above his head? That's a sweat bead. I worked him too hard. And he's tired now, so we're just gonna go to sleep. But I thought I should come back on camera and show that off, because that's a care mistake. Whoops on my part. On the plus side though, we did get his HP to where we wanted at. His offense will be there in a couple training sessions. And then we'll just get his speed up, his brains up, because what I'll try and do is I'll try and get everything to 2000. So MP might be a little while. So we'll use the MP chip we have. On second thought, we're going to change course entirely. We're going to do a total 180. Our new stats that we're aiming for is 400 offense, 300 speed, and 300 brains. Everything drops offense chips. Like, we have another fight coming up that will use offense, they'll give us an offense chip. Actually another 2 I want to say. So that's 150 plus there. We have the brain chip in the bank. And we have just... And we can have a lot more care mistakes with that one. Our weight is in range, which is scary. He weighs 1 pound, or 1 gram I think it is. And and what we want is 5. So I think we're actually going to go for a different one entirely. But yeah. So, yeah. We're just going to jam a couple chips down his throat and call it a day. So, I figure he's going to keep going, I guess. So we'll just run over to the item store. Take this offense chip. Now occasionally they'll actually refuse to take items from you, in which case you get a scold. You have to scold them, I should say. I shouldn't say you get to scold them. That makes me sound like an asshole. So what we want is, well, you can start holding on. God damn, wrong button. You can hold those for us. And that, and that. We want back our brain chip and our MP chip. And our Digimushrooms because I don't trust luck. But yeah, this game's kind of nice because it gives you a lot of leeway. Like, for this one, I have to get his weight down from 30 kg. I'm going by kg because I'm in Canada and we use metric system a lot. So we have to get his weight down to 5 kg from 30, which means we have to starve him a lot. We'll find a lot of items around that are called prickly pears. They decrease your weight by 10 kg, I want to say. So, as you saw there, we just fed him a couple chips, and our offense is at almost 300 now. We're a bit off, but we'll get there. Our defense isn't needed anymore. Our MP went up by 500, and our brains went up a bunch too. Which means I think we have some more orders we can use in battle. But as it is, I want to train a little bit, just a little bit, so I'm going to leave it on camera. Just because you can just skip right through like that. I'm not going to make you work while you're hungry, bud. You should know me better than that. Feed him some giant meat. He made no noise. That scares me. And now you see where we start having issues. You didn't eat all yesterday. I trained your Digivolution plans, and now you're hungry. Okay, you know what? I've given up on reasoning with this game. Alright, that'll be good for that. I'd like to get his MP higher. I forgot to show you guys how to equip the new technique we learned. You come in here and you press X on it, and you got it. That's it. And our stats. We need to get our speed up, but we'll do that later. Because one Digimon we're going to get in our city here soon will help us out a lot with training. Because instead of buying food items from them, which is useful, don't get me wrong, we start buying training items from them, and that just makes your world a whole lot easier, because they boost training a ton. So let's talk to Palmon, then we'll run off on an adventure. You're not going to say anything yet, are you? Nope, damn. You'll see me talking to Tanamon a lot for a little bit here, because maybe I'll buy some more, because he's eating like a pig now. Don't die, okay. Alright, so off to, I can't remember what it's called, across the pond. Not Britain. Sorry guys. I'm not going to have a British accent when I come back. Nor am I going to be from Scotland. But we're going to go there anyways, And we're gonna go try not to die. We're a lot stronger than we were, so we stand a bit of a chance, but... Get your mushroom, yay. I am actually kind of a fan of the music here. I also forgot to mention this. This is a vending machine. That recovers the MP, which is kind of useful. Kind of odd, but kind of useful. I found myself avoiding battles in this game a lot. So now we go straight up into Mangrove Region. Now be careful because there are enemies right there. And for what we're going to do, you want all the HP you can possibly have. And these guys are all really closely clustered together. So it does come, like, if you get into a battle with one more than often, everyone's going to want to fight you. And this place has some of the coolest music ever. Trespass alert, I'll shoot. Yeah, no worries. Now with this, I've gone through it without getting hit once before. You might not be able to get all the items, but you can go through without getting hit. The trick to it really is, you can't go 2 squares ahead. So you can like skip around and walk. Alright, so it's on the, damn it, opposite side. Which means you want to recover some HP. Now the nice thing about this area is you will never actually die in here. So see there, he just refused to take it, so we gotta scold him. Which increases the discipline a lot. And also helps a bunch with his happiness, which is weird. Alright, so we're gonna start from the opposite side this time. So from over here. And up. Across. And up. That there is moldy meat, and it poisons your Digimon if they eat it, so that's why I'm not going for it. Again? What the hell? And that, like, it takes a lot of HP from him. But we got to the circle. Now this is important, and it's upsetting, but he's pretty much dead now. Now this screen does have a lot of items everywhere, and if you're really smart, you can get them all, but it's not easy. Now, before you go, like, anywhere on this screen, I recommend making sure you have a ton of HP. We do not. We have none. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use an autopilot and go back to the city. Yes, we are checking out. Because there's a tough fight ahead, and I don't think we're prepared for it. So here we have, I'll just show off what Santaramon creates in the city. And then we'll probably end the video and start moving on from there. So here's Santaramon's clinic. Now I like the clinic a lot more than I probably should because I train my Digimon really hard, usually. So you come around here and you talk to Santaramon. And you get 2 options from him. You can either get rid of his tiredness, or sell medicine. Or buy medicine, I should say. If you say get rid of his tiredness, he has different sayings he'll say. Demon seems to be a bit tired. He should push himself. Means that if I train 3 or 4 more times, he's going to be exhausted. Now, you'll also get the whole Demon's not tired. But let's rest anyways, recover some HP and MP. Typical shit. You can still rest in with Punimon. It's just this is way more convenient. So on that note, I will end the video and go talk. So I will talk to Palmon off camera. Probably train a bit. So it'll probably be the next day when we come back. but we're, I don't want to say underpowered, but we're underpowered. We need to get a bunch of stats here. And the best way to do that is pretty much just to train our ass off. So since I have that 15 care mistake limit now, we're gonna train our asses off hard. Alright guys, so I will see you next video. Have a good night.